Now there can be three reasons why you clicked on this video. Number one, you're addicted and you know it. Number two, you're addicted but you're in denial of it. Or number three, you're watching this because you're bored, which still means you're addicted. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Now I'm making this video because one of you guys suggested this topic and you wanted to talk about it. And also I know a few people that are very close to me that have also been or still are addicted to things. So this video is going to be useful to at least someone. Now I did mention three reasons why you would watch this video, but there's definitely a lot of other options there why you would watch a video on a topic as this one. Besides that, what do I mean by saying you're still addicted if you're watching this because of boredom? Is you have other options on what to do, but you're still scrolling or watching videos of any sort on any website or app, but you're obviously still watching a video. And this video isn't gonna be just about social media, it's about every type of addiction that you can have, but why are we doing this? Why are we spending time in a way that's unproductive and in a way that's honestly boring, if you ask me? Another question is, what can somebody do to help somebody who is addicted, or how can they help themselves? And I mean, what even is addiction? And being addicted doesn't mean that you're mentally weak or anything, but being addicted will make you mentally weak. You are addicted because you lack connections and bonding with your family or your friends or any person that you would have more connections with and would have spent more time with them, but for some reason you couldn't or you didn't. Now guys, there's going to be a vlog video for my second channel that's going to be up soon, and one of the first videos is going to be a drift event in a place that's actually right behind me. So yeah, stay tuned for that vlog channel. Also guys, sorry for the bad audio, but you're gonna have to stick with it for a little bit. But we're gonna try to find a microphone that I can put on my shirt, and we're gonna fix this audio problem with the wind blowing in the mic, so just be patient. Now it is good to socialize through social media, but when you don't have anything important to search for or to figure out, or when you're visiting somebody else or doing something else, just put your phone down and pay attention to them. Now people have tried to use outside stuff to replace connections and people with outside stuff, but that just simply doesn't work. The reason for them doing that is the people are trying to find, I guess, distraction or a sense of relief in outside stuff, like consuming things or doing things that they shouldn't. I guess even watching things that they shouldn't. And the reason for that being either trauma or isolation, or just being beat down by life or themselves. Man, I should have brought a sandwich or something. This video is making me hungry. Also, that's another thing that can be addicting. It's food. I don't know why I'm pointing at flowers while I'm saying that, but okay. But that's not really what we're here to talk about. Now, I play video games, but I play them simply for the experiences, see things in multiple ways, from multiple points of view, and potentially also connect with people and potentially help multiple types of people. But how can you start to recover? Now, there are multiple ways, but you can start off by number one, admitting that you're doing something wrong. Number two, realizing and admitting that there is another way. And number three, accepting other people's help, even if you think that you don't need it or you're fine on your own, because believe me, it's way easier to let somebody in and be vulnerable for a moment, even if you're not most of the time. But even big strong men sometimes need to be vulnerable. And recovery isn't easier or harder than trying to help somebody that's trying to recover, or to even get them to start to recover. But still, you can help others. But there's one thing: you can help others to change, but you can't help them stay that way. And that is simply because they're the ones that need to change. They're the ones that need to want to be better. And they're the ones that need to understand that what they're doing isn't gonna work. And it's gonna lead them into a big pile of nothing. And eventually it's going to happen to everyone who gets into that. Or people that are like, oh, I'm strong, I'm gonna deal with this on my own. Nah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, you should definitely like try to deal with your problems on your own, but balance it out sometimes with also asking somebody for help. Because sooner or later, you're gonna need it. Addiction is like a call to yourself that you need to evolve, you need to align something that isn't necessarily right. Now, don't get me wrong, dopamine is real, but a happy person means having no need to have something else to uplift your mood or to cope with something or to be happy in general. There is no need for other objects, actions, or anything else that you could potentially use excessively. Also, guys, comment if you know anybody with an addiction or you had any. And also feel completely free to do so, because we do not judge around here. Now, with that being said, loving somebody who is addicted to something can also be difficult. But it is exactly what somebody needs and why they potentially started to use something excessively or do something. Because like I said, people start doing that because of lack of connection and bonding with other people, or simply because of lack of having anything to do in general. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in Portugal, I believe in the year 2000, they did some research, like they tried to stop people who are addicted to things, and instead of trying for multiple years to restrict people from doing that and having consequences to people doing things that cause addiction, they simply had to change one thing, and that is to cancel all restrictions that they had previously put on, making it legal. And instead of telling people how wrong it is to do things like that, they were trying to help people like that and trying to connect them with other people and giving jobs to them so they can make life a happier place for them and make their connections with people better, and in general just have a happier life. Because as I said, if you're happy, then you don't even have a need to do anything like that. So if you know somebody who's addicted, keep trying to connect with them and support them. Let them know that what they're doing is wrong, but also let them know that you are always there for them, that you will always love them for who they are. You will support them because that is what they were lacking of. They got them initially into that. It's not anybody's fault. It's not their parents' fault. It's not your fault. In a way, it's not even their fault. I mean, true, it is their doing. But like I said, if somebody is truly happy and there's nothing that they're lacking of, and that they have everything that they should be having as a human, that we all know is a being that needs to communicate and connect and bond with each other. If there wasn't anything missing in all of that, they would have never started to do anything like that. So, I mean, like I said, yes, it's hard, but try for them. I personally also had to deal with somebody being addicted, but I just stayed simply because, like, I love that person for who they are, no matter if they are drinking or if they're not. And that is something what people nowadays are lacking also. We as humans need to learn to accept everybody the way we are and to not push each other around because of that. Instead, we need to support each other and let each other know that we're always there for each other. I mean, we don't even have to make it sound corny. Like, you could just you don't even have to say it with words. You can just show it by actions. For example, if they're doing something and they feel like they can't do it, or that they don't have enough power or knowledge to do what they're trying to do, just let them know, like, hey dude, like, I'm there for you, like, if you need any help, I'm there. Even simple words like that is something that people struggle to say to each other nowadays. Luckily things are getting better now though, but if we would have kept going on like that, then we would have most likely failed to be who we are supposed to be. Now if you are somebody that's addicted to something, make sure to let your buddies and your friends know, like, hey, I'm dealing with this, I'm on this path, like, put this and that away, or try to not show it to me while you're with me and stuff like that. I mean, you don't need to, but as long as you get some sort of help, or have enough discipline to stop doing those things with your own power, then believe me, you should be completely fine. Also, let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. Well, I guess outside. The people and the friends that you hang out with also have a big impact into any addictions that you may or may not have. So think about if you should hang out with those people. And if you still want to hang out with them, just make sure to have discipline enough to stop doing those things that are eventually do harm for you. And they're simply just not gonna work if you keep doing them. Now, I also have my best friend that also is addicted to something which is legal, but still, nonetheless, it's not gonna work out for him if he's gonna keep doing that. Which he also happens to be the person that suggested this topic for us to talk about, so I guess this video kind of is him asking for a little bit of help, even though it's nothing too serious, but he knows that what he's doing is addicting, but I guess he's just asking for his best buddy to help him out, because he knows that I do these types of videos every now and then, like every month or so, where I just simply have a little talk with you guys. I guess he just used my Instagram story to put up a topic that he would ask me for help, but I guess he's just uncomfortable, I guess, to ask for help, which I completely understand. It's perfectly normal to be uncomfortable about asking for help for somebody, or asking for help in general. I completely understand it, and like I said, we don't judge people around here. And yeah, I hope this little video helps him out, because if not, I'm gonna find him. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment, or check out my Instagram, which I will link into the description. Now, I'm not a big fan of social media myself, but when I have to check something or put up a story for a YouTube video, or for you to ask questions or suggest a topic, then I just simply have to do it. And yes, you can also use Instagram stories to suggest topics or ask questions. And if you want me to answer them privately, you can simply say so and I will do it. Bro, look at that. There was a flippin' tornado. Also, do make sure to subscribe so we can build a community and hang out more. Leave a comment, like the video. Also, watch one of these videos. Stay safe.